Hi, it's Dawn Clicchio from RE/MAX Diamond Realtors in Central New Jersey. Today, I want to talk to you about how will I know it's the one. So stay tuned. I work with so many first-time home buyers, and it is such a pleasure working with them because they are so excited. They've been looking online to find their perfect house, and we start looking, and then they get that look on their face, and they're like, Dawn, how am I going to know it's the one? So there are a couple tips and tricks to let you know how you know it's the one, and at the end, I will tell you the ultimate secret on how you know it's the one. So, first thing first, absolutely, positively get pre-approved by a mortgage lender. We need to know what your budget is. And I'm only saying that because I don't want to show you $350,000 homes when you're pre-approved up to $300,000. Because once I start showing you homes that are in your price range, after seeing homes that are $50,000 over your price range, I don't know if anything's going to make you happy at that point. You know, you set the bar up here and now all of a sudden you're like, oh. So not that, you can't find a really gorgeous home, a nice home that you'll be happy in for $300,000, but it's like anything else. You show me a 4-carat diamond and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, here's a carat. I want the 4-carat diamond. So that's just human nature. That's just normal. But we need to know what you can really afford so that I'm showing you things that you can buy and that you'll be happy in. So that's totally the first thing. The second thing is pick a location. Now, I'm not saying you have to know exactly what town you want to live in, but you should know, okay, I work here, my wife works here, my girlfriend works here. Whoever you're living with that's going to be purchasing the house and living there with you, you need to know, listen, don't want to be more than 30 minutes from work, or I'm okay with an hour and a half commute. So you need to kind of narrow down the radius of where you want to be because that helps a lot. The other thing is make a wish list. Absolutely make a wish list of what you want, what you have to have. But I will tell you on that wish list, there has to be okay, I could give that up if I had to. Because let's be honest, the odds of you finding everything on your wish list, don't know if that's going to happen unless you're buying new construction and you're having an architect design the entire house for you the way you want it. But I'll give you some examples. As far as a wish list, you're going to have what I call deal breakers and non-deal breakers. And I'll give you 2 examples that fit perfectly. I was showing houses to a single woman. She was going to be living there alone. And we found a house that she really liked. It was really, really cute. She felt comfortable in it. She just felt like it fit her. And then it doesn't have a driveway. So I had said to her, I said, this is a deal breaker. You're going to be coming home, out with your girlfriends at night. You come home 2 o'clock in the morning. What if you can't find a parking spot except for way up the street? You want to make sure that to me was a deal breaker for her. And I was totally okay with that. She was like, you know what, Dawn, I'm not comfortable. I said, absolutely. That's a deal breaker. It was only one thing wrong with that house, but it was a big thing. Then it was so funny, I was working with a couple. They were adorable. We had been looking for a while, having a hard time finding something that they just loved in their price range. And I'll never forget, we're walking through the house. And one of the things that was on their wish list for the husband was a garage. He really wanted a garage. So we're walking through this charming little cape. And she turns to me and says, what's wrong with this house? And I said, nothing that I know of. I mean, we're going to have a home inspection. It's all, She's like, no, Dawn, I love this house. She's like, and it's in our price range. And like I said, we have been looking for a while, so they were getting a little discouraged. And I looked at her and I said, that's great. I said, you do realize it doesn't have a garage. And she literally looked at me in the kitchen and went, shh, because her husband was standing there. And I said, he's going to notice at some point. And we kind of chuckled and laughed. And he turned and said, you know what? It doesn't matter. It has everything else we want. It's in our price range. I love the neighborhood. This is it. We're going to place an offer. Luckily, we did get the house. They never did add a garage, but I sold it for them, and then they bought a bi-level with a 2-car garage. So sometimes, things on your wish list have to get bumped maybe to the second house. But there's always compromises to be made. But making a wish list will definitely help you have a visual, a better picture of what you want. So that was that. I will tell you, last but not least, how will you know it's the house? It's the one you can't stop thinking about. It's the one that you go home and you call me and say, is it still available? Is it still available? I think we should write it up. I think we should write it up. It's the one you just can't stop thinking about. You could see yourself having barbecues in the backyard. You could see yourself coming down the stairs in the morning and going in the kitchen and getting your first cup of coffee. It's the one you can't stop thinking about. So I hope that answered some questions. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. Also, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up and a like, and I will talk to you really soon. Take care.